Hey, yo! Alright, so Google Plus versus Facebook. Um, for me personally, I do not care who succeeds. For some reason, all these people want Google Plus to destroy Facebook, and I never even thought about it, but what is the reasoning behind that? So I don't know if this video will blow up or anything, but if you're watching this, at least post who you'd want to succeed and why. Some people don't want Google Plus to succeed because, oh, they're taking over the world and all that shit. I don't know. For me, it doesn't. It really doesn't matter because I don't mind the Facebook website itself. Uh, I do mind the people on it, but I don't mind the website. As for Google Plus, I haven't even tried that yet, but I guess I'm going to use what people migrate to the most. Because if it was a game I was playing or if it was a movie I was watching, it wouldn't matter what people said. I'd do what I wanted. But in this case, it kind of sucks because it's a social website and it kind of feeds off other interaction, so with interactions with people. So whichever more people go to, I'm going to go to that one. And not because it's the bandwagon, because like I said, it's a social network. You need people to fuel it. So why would I go on something if there are only 5 people there? I understand that people really went to Facebook at first because, from MySpace. And the reason I think is because no one had anywhere to go from MySpace. If I remember correctly, when I used MySpace, I didn't even hear of another rival. MySpace was all we had. That was like maybe the start of that whole teens getting into social networking. But we didn't have anywhere to go, so nobody knew what was better or different. So this was it. It was MySpace, and that's it. Then when Facebook came along, Facebook was a lot more simplistic. It was easier to use. It was faster. I don't know if you try to go on MySpace now, but everything loads so slow. Facebook has a very, very neat advertisement up and down, and that's it. That's all you need. MySpace is littered. Come on, you're right when you go on Facebook, it's what you want, and that's it. See, I think MySpace was like you're trying to find your little niche through all of this commercial bullshit. Think about when you go on the MySpace, it's all advertisements. When you go on Facebook, it's please log in, you log in, and that's it, and it slowed it down. Shit, even if it didn't slow it down, it was still a pain in the ass. Now, the reason why I was saying that is because when it comes to Facebook and Google Plus, yes, it does have more features. So, from a technical standpoint, you can see why people wouldn't go to Google Plus. Not from the whole social standpoint that more people would, as I've said before, from a social standpoint, that's what's going to make the decision for me. But Google Plus does have more features, and it has useful features too. Someone even said in one of the comments on one of the videos, oh, this is great. So now I can have my parents on here as friends, but I can put them in a circle that excludes them from seeing my statuses that I'd want my other friends to see. And that's a very good point, and that circle, that's useful. Now, I think that sparks and stuff, I think that's kind of like stupid as shit, but as much as I've never been a fan of new websites and new technologies, I used the Twitter once. I actually just registered, that's it, because I had to follow someone. I think I was following like Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 to see when their new album was coming out or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, I've never really used that stuff, and maybe I would use Google Chrome. It's an absolute possibility. Don't get me wrong, it's a clean site too. Someone said, keep the same layout as Facebook. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Or if it's really good and makes a lot of money, just fucking steal it. I don't know. But whichever it is, I understand some people think it's a rivalry and some people are bashing Facebook and shit like that. And I'm sure there are more in-depth political reasons, which I'm unaware of. I'm pretty in touch with the world. I just don't really follow shit with big company CEO leaders and whatnot. But whichever one comes out on top, and whichever one more of my friends go to, I'll be sure to use it. I'll tell you one thing though, that what the hell is it called? Hangout. It's an absolute awesome feature. It really is. The way they even displayed it, little lag and all that. The only thing I don't like is the way they advertised it. They tried to act as if this hangout was actually hanging out with friends, and that really does detract from true social interaction. Yeah, but anything's better than a fucking chat box, okay? Anything is better than just typing in and not being able to see expression. I'm not sure how many girls I'm going to be able to get on Hangout, but it's just it's weird. It's really weird the way they tried to throw that at you. They tried to make you think, oh shit, well I guess this is the equivalent of hanging out with friends. Listen, unless I can shove a fucking piece of pizza through my webcam or my screen and hand it to the person that's sitting in Australia, okay, it's not hanging out as far as I'm concerned. But somebody else said it, I'm just using points to back it up. It's not like you got to pay for long distance calling or Skype or anything like that. So shit, maybe it'll even take down Skype. Well, no, okay, not that far, because Skype you can actually dial real number. No, never mind, stupid point. But yeah, I think it'll be cool, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds.